Today I'm just making a quick video talking about something I see pretty often. These cars that have tire pressure, that do not have tire pressure sensors, they utilize the wheel speed sensor to set tire pressure lights. So if you have a car like this, not all of them, sometimes this is not always true, but usually on the Audis and Volkswagens, if they have a rubber valve stem like this, and it's not a solid like aluminum one, then it's likely that your car is set up this way. If you can scan it, that's a good way to tell if there's no tire pressure control module and it just uses the ABS, then you'll be able to see that with the scan tool. But whatever the case, this one intermittently keeps throwing a tire pressure light, and the pressures are all set correctly. He says it'll reset, and then a day later it'll come back on again when he's driving. Well, what it's doing is it's using the wheel speed sensors to figure out the amount of air in the tire just by measuring the speed differential between side to side and front to back. So we can see if one tire is spinning, one tire is spinning a lot faster, then the diameter or the radius of the wheel is lesser, and then you've lost air. So basically, if the outside diameter of the tire is less, then it rotates at a higher speed to keep up with the rest of the tires. So that's kind of how it's coming up with it. And they can monitor the wheel speed accurate enough where they know, if it's the tire pressure is low or not. Well, that's a pretty nice system, and I love the idea of it just because it doesn't add more stuff to the car. It's just a programming thing. It doesn't add anything the car wouldn't have anyways. The car already has wheel speed sensors, so it's kind of a nice thing. But the problem is a car like this, where here's the amount of tread I see in the front, and this is a Pirelli tire. The back of the car has like a Falcon or something, a different branded tire with a lot more tread. So it's the same size, it's just a more aggressive tread pattern, and it's a little bit taller. It's more height to it. So even though the tire pressure is correct, it's taller, so it's spinning at a lower speed. So it'll pick it up as, the car won't know the difference between whether or not this is a problem with tire inflation, or if this is a problem with the tread. It'll just set a tire pressure light, and that's it. So something to kind of look for. You want to make sure you keep your tires rotated when you should. Keep an eye on them. Make sure you have the best tires up front. If the tires in the front start to look kind of rough, rotate them to the back, and that's the best way to keep up on this. Obviously, you want to have the same brand tire front and rear if you can. That's always the best, to guarantee the outside diameter is the same. And that's it. Not really causing a problem. It's just more of an annoyance. And I see that fairly often. So if you have a tire pressure light that keeps coming on and you don't have tire pressure monitors, you scan the car and you don't see a tire pressure a control module for it, an independent one, then it's likely that you have this going on. So just something to look for. Thanks for watching.